Hello BitMonger family, J Monger here, and in today's episode I'm going to be looking at the stock market and crypto and what I see going forward. And honestly, it is looking bullish, guys. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a pullback. I would suspect it could happen anytime. I do believe that the markets are front running the rate cuts. So that's causing a potentially, maybe a sell the news event. I don't know. It's very difficult to determine what markets are going to do in a short-term time frame. I try to zoom out and look at longer-term time frames in order to have more insight. I know it's counterintuitive, but if you look at charts and you study historical patterns, you'll see it's better to zoom out. The shorter the time frame, it's more
Sounds like Jay's got some. Trying to zoom in makes your head hurt, right? Short-term noise drowns out the real trend.
Exactly. So that was my AI agreeing with me. Anyways, so that's what I'm looking at. And let's take a look at what's happening right now, because it is getting pretty wild. So first of all, we can see this is the US dollar, the Dixie, and this is the dollar strength against a basket of other currencies, and we can see it's been dropping down, and it's just been falling off of a cliff. And as you guys know, if you're here in Thailand, it's going to vary depending on their currency reserves and these types of things, and the new tax issues. But we can see here, it's just been dropping. And if you were in Thailand, you would know that, since like around last spring, the currency exchange has fallen off a cliff. And, hopefully you need to be anticipating these moves and knowing that they are going to weaken the dollar in order to increase trade. That's generally what happens. So it's important to learn basic economics in order to try to position yourself in a manner in which a lot of people don't think about too much, and that is the actual currency exchange and how that fluctuates over time. So we can see the dollar's going down. So if you had exchanged your US dollars into Thai baht a few months ago, you would have saved yourself you would have gotten 15% more Thai baht than you currently would today. And that's a lot of money if you're talking about, a couple of years worth. I mean, it can add up very quickly. Let's take a look at this. We see this is the S&P 500, man, and that thing has just ripped. I mean, look at that, man. It just bounced. It came down here. It touched this long-term trend line that I've got drawn here. Let me see something. Bring that up here. Shorten that out. You can see that, man. So we can see that this thing is just fucking ripping, man. I mean, it is going up. Everything is going up, guys. So this is why I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some sort of, here's the NASDAQ. I mean, it is just insane, guys. Look at that. Boom. I mean, it is looking like a Polaris missile, man, the way it's shooting up. It is just insane. So looking at these types of things, I mean, could we get a pullback? Yeah, we could. But long-term, guys, this is what's happening. They are easing up. They are injecting liquidity. Okay? So when they start, lowering rates and making money easier to get into the hands of people, well, what happens is money tends to flow into risk assets, that being stocks. It can also push up commodities such as gold, such as Bitcoin, and you want to be in those types of things. Otherwise, you're going to lose out to inflation, because ultimately they will be printing money, and that's happening. Go back and look at some of my other videos. You can look at the one about, I think it was what was the name of that law that was passed? on stable coins in the United States. For some reason, it's slipping my mind right now. But go back and watch that video. You'll see the reason why they're doing it, and why it's something that the United States is going to be doing. They need to look at, they're going to have to roll over the debt, which therefore means that they're going to increase liquidity, guys. It's just the way it is. They have no other way. They are not going to default. So that means that they are in a dilemma. And you can also look it up. Look on the internet. Look at Triffin's dilemma to learn something about, you know, what's happening with the dollar. Maybe I'll do a video on Triffin's dilemma. It's interesting. It's very interesting. The guy nailed it. And the guy, he was an economist back in the 60s. And you look at what he was saying then, and it's, you know, very clear today that he was correct on what he was talking about. Anyways, what else do we got here? Let me move this down a little bit so we can see. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I am the BitMonger. We can see gold is ripping up. It's 3,643. Good job for you, gold bugs. Tesla, as I've been telling you guys, I'm big on Tesla. I got a huge bag of Tesla. It has absolutely ripped. It's 7% up. It's nearly trading at $400. I was telling you guys to buy this, you know, long ago. I've been stacking this for years, and I am deep in the money on my Tesla stocks. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's trading at over 115,000. That's a good number. Okay, I was just hoping to see it get back over 113K. So this is looking good. You can see the long-term trend lines way down here. It's pushing up again. I expect liquidity injection. I expect easier money coming towards the end of the year. So I expect this to continue to go up. Look at our Solana bet, guys. Wow, look at this. Isn't that a beauty? I was telling you guys to buy this. I've been telling you guys, if you followed my my lead on this, you know, remember, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. Talk to a financial advisor. If I would recommend you talk to a financial advisor, and make your own decisions. Don't base any of your decisions on what I'm saying. Remember, I'm just a stoner on a sofa, right? Okay, so Solana, man, look at that, fucking totally broke out this long-term top. It flipped it, came back down, it tested it a couple times. You'll see this on these types of things where we can see that this was a fairly strong line in which it had developed, and because it's topping out right here, and you know, it crosses major sections through here, and it topped out here most recently, and we wanted to see it break that to get above that, and that's exactly what it did. It went right up to the top of the fib level, right, and then it came back down and tested it right here, and then it bounced off that. It tested it twice, one up again, down again, tested it, and then left off. So this is looking really juicy, guys. Arrow, you know, I was telling you guys to buy this a long time ago, so I'm still in a position, but I'm not looking to add to that. You could add to it. This coin did get all the way up to over $2.10. It's strongly affiliated with Coinbase. So could this get a bid? It could, you know, and these are my other coins. And I've talked about all these guys, and I got spot positions, and I also got some levered positions, and I've been transparent on that. Let me show you a little bit about what I got going on here. Yeah. There's my Zeus trade. I was telling you guys to buy that. I'm up 233%. Yep, looking sweet. Let's look at the next one. Axler. I added to my position, guys. I'm still bullish on this one. I think this one could rip. So I bought it below 30 and I added to it. I'm still very bullish on this coin. Next one. Ondo. Yep. And go back and look at my price point. You'll see I'm up exactly on the 5Xer. and I'm expecting this one to continue to do well. And it's actually significantly down from where it was just a couple days ago. I think it got up to nearly $1.10. I think it's trading at about $1 now. You know, you guys might want to, if this dips back into the mid 90s, I would strongly suggest this a buy. This coin is associated with BlackRock. I do believe when institutions come in and that type of stuff, they will, you know, like this coin. It's a RWA, real world asset. So they're tokenizing real world assets. Next, Jupe. And this is the DEX on Solana. Told you guys that I like this one. I put bids down there. I add a little bit more to my stack because I still think this one could go up some more. But yeah, that's my Jupe position. What else do we got here? Hype. Okay. I added to my Hyperliquid position. Hyperliquid is a decentralized exchange. It's doing incredible volumes. It's generating massive amounts of money, and it burns tokens, and it does all kinds of really good things. Some people think that this could potentially be the next Binance or the next Coinbase type of exchange, but it's decentralized online, and you can do a lot of cool things with it, and it's doing well. So I got a nice position on Hype. If you look back at my videos, I told you to buy it at around 41.50, and that's after it had ran up, but it was a good entry, and I still think this one could do well. I think it could get up to $100 going forward. Remember, not financial advice, guys. And here's my Camino bet, and you can see it's not up that much, but that's fine. I added again more to my bag not that long ago, so I'm bullish on this one, and I do think that in a raging bull market with the Solana ecosystem bid and it being a good DeFi play, it might catch some attention. All of these coins, mostly, guys, remember guys, all of these coins are high risk and very volatile. You can't stomach, you know, high volatility, big whipsaw moves, ups and downs. Then I don't suggest you play with it, because it will fucking make you crazy. And so, you know, you've been warned. I like charting. I like looking at things from an analytical manner. I see it more like a game, and I love winning. So that's what I do. Look at my things about risk and management, because that's a key point if you're ever going to be looking at into trading. Spot positions are good. I did really well with my spot positions. I wasn't even doing leverage in the beginning. I wish I had, but anyways, I'm glad I got into it, and I've, you know, learned it, and I've been, you know, being successful at it. So and it's really filled a nice void in my life, because it's something that I really it's a dopamine hit when you you know, do analysis and you get it right, and it's like scores you a bunch of money. I really enjoy it. Some would call me a gambler, but hey, life is a gamble. It's calculated risk. That is what matters. All right, guys. So you can see I walk the walk, right? And oh, I almost forgot. There's one other coin, the one that I mentioned yesterday, Bluefin. I was talking about Bluefin yesterday, and we can see Bluefin is pumped, guys. It has pumped. I was talking about it yesterday. What was the, here, let's go back to my video. Here it was. I was talking about it, and it was trading at under 7 cents, and we can see it's currently trading at over 8 cents. Winner. I love it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're making wise decisions. Hope you're loving life. Monger out.